Yeah, hello Dale, it's Monday and I was a bit of a loose end at home, so I did a bit of exploring on Facebook, looking at one or two team sites that I do, and I found that Team Bangkok were in a tournament this weekend, the Prime Minister's Cup, and I delved further and I found that there was a game on today, well in fact two games. This is the first of the semi-finals. It's being played between Sarah Whittier School and SRV, who are also from the same establishment. And you'll recognise this place, the National Stadium, those of you watching the video. So I got the boat down from Bangkok. The stadium has closed in all the way around it. Buildings at the south end now owned by Chulalongkorn University, making most of the land. So yeah, a nice way to start my football day off down in the city. Half time here, it's 2-1 to SRV. So Sarah Whittier School derby, SRV ended up 4-1 winners. The under-16 level in the Bangkok Zone. The final is on Thursday. Free admission at the National Stadium, 3:30 kick-off for those who are interested. Now I'm heading to Victory Monument for the second part of my football expedition of the day. Yeah, I'm sort of dreading the traffic chaos ahead of me, but we'll see how we go. Around the National Stadium, totally unrecognisable to a few years ago. Always loved it to go back to Suphachalasai. The Stadium 1 development there, reminiscent of Wembley Park. Well Dale, got out at Victory Monument, and basically if you go from the BTS station and walk around the monument on the left hand side, you'll see a row of minibuses. Got the 86 and it's going to take me straight to the Impact Arena. How simple is that? Well Dale, I hope you can hear me. Obviously the sponsors here. People playing darts outside the main stand at a big match. You can't make it up, can you? Yeah, I got the minivan. Took all of about 35 minutes for 35 baht. And it drops you at a place called Cosmo Square on the first floor there. Anyone who's coming to a game, do that. Go to Victory Monument, get on the minibus. Quick and easy. If you want to take more time, get the 166 bus. But it will take you a couple of hours. And you will laugh, Dale. Minding my own business, I bought my ticket. And two Muangthong guys, who you'll see in a little while, wanted to interview me for the match, asked me who I support, where I go and everything. Discretion the better term of valour, or whatever they say. I was a bit edgy there. I thought I was going to be refused entry later on. Let's see what I can find elsewhere. Right Dale, so I'm at the Thunderdome. Yeah. I've got Ricky with me. Hello. With his friend who's just interviewed me for the club. Yeah. Ricky, what do you think the score's going to be tonight?
Today, I think the Muangthong wins, and about score, I think about 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah, Muangthong 2. Yeah.
And what about the cameraman? What do you think?
Muangthong 2. Thailand 0.
Oh, both 2-0.
Because we are Muangthong. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Ricky.
Thank you.
Yes, Dale. Underneath the tollway here at Muangthong, where the S Zone all congregates. Atmosphere building up nicely. Kick off about 45 minutes away. I'm sat with some nice expats. Great place to come and watch football is the Thunderdome. All bias aside, it is thoroughly recommended. So that was fun with the expats and the good guys, and I know that I'm going to be cheering for Port tonight, but no hassle. They go to Port and they cheer for Muangthong quietly. Some guys haven't missed a derby for 10 years. It's about time the clubs bang their heads together. It's not as though the stadium's going to be rammed tonight. Clubs need money and need atmosphere, and away fans and the atmosphere they create encourages home fans to come along. Why should the actions of a few spoil it for everybody? But hey, that's not my problem. It's easier said than done. Anyway, good fun here in the North Zone. Okay Dale, it's near kick-off time now, so I've moved round, and there's a very good reason whenever I come here as a neutral, I always come in the end zone. That's the end zone fan zone, right behind the main stand. There's my turnstile, and you can take beer upstairs. More enlightened than some of the clubs in Bangkok, I have to say. And a great crowd round here, always make me welcome. I'm not sure if they're still doing it. I think it might have been during COVID days. They were giving free Muangthong out to spectators. Maybe at half time, who knows. Small cans of Leo around here, 40 baht. Tickets into this part of the ground, 150. Can't recommend it enough. Well Dale, it's gone very quiet. 1-0 to Port. Here in the 10th minute. A flick on by Hamilton. I can't quite see who scored the goal. It's 1-0 to Port. Just a quick mention to Mario Muangthong. I do like the cut of his jib and his dress sense, but he's come dressed exactly the same as Port keeper Sompon, even down to the white boots. Only Sompon's got shorts on rather than long trousers, and he's looking a bit like uninflated space opera. Poor Mario at the moment. Muangthong 0 or 1. 18 minutes on the clock and the home fans enraged. Sepovic clean through on the edge of the box, chose to try and lob Sompon. Keeper got his hands to it. Fans couldn't believe it that he didn't shoot hard and low. Teammate Pop also head in his hands. Couldn't quite believe what he was seeing. 18 minutes on the clock, still Muangthong 0 or 1. So the team's trot down the tunnel. It's 1-0 to Port at half time. How? I don't know, because Muangthong played some fantastic stuff towards the end of the half. The pressure mounted. They've got some fantastic set pieces in their armoury, but they're not quite coming off. There was one incident towards the end of the first half that I haven't got the best angle. A Port player was through. He pushed it past the keeper, collided. The referee decided it was a free kick to Muangthong. I would like to see that on VAR, but I haven't got the best angle, Dale, so I couldn't tell. Anyway, 1-0 at half time Port, but I think there's more goals to come in the second half. Dale, we're in the 52nd minute and we're checking a VAR for a penalty, and I'll be quite honest, I haven't got a clue what for. Well, the answer, Dale, is given a penalty to Muangthong and a yellow card to, looks like Hamilton for moaning. There's a first. And that's the stupidity of VAR. It's got to be clear and obvious, and I'm not being biased in one way or the other. Nobody appealed. He got called back, did the ref, and he's given a penalty to Muangthong. Well, you can hear for yourself, Dale. For those of you old enough to remember, Mario plays Pop. The Brazilian puts the penalty away with a plum. It's 1 each in the 55th minute. 2-1 Port, Dale, in the 66th minute. Naguba with some excellent, tenacious play in midfield. Fed Hamilton on the edge of the box, one touch, then struck across the goal, beat the keeper, no ends up. The Brazilian Andy Carroll strikes again. He's having a good night. Well, Dale, we're in stoppage time and Porter scored, but the linesman put his flag up. But I think there might be a VAR check yet. There's a clever one too. The goal seemed to be going through. I think it's a goal. I'll be honest. I think it's a goal. I think he came round the back of the defender. There was another man offside, which might have caused confusion, but I think this is a goal. Still waiting. I was right, it's a goal. It's 3-1 Port. Naguba went through, laid it square. And that's it. We're in stoppage time. We're in 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time. It's 3-1 Port. The crowd are streaming out. And to be quite honest, the third goal was always coming. They looked dangerous on the break. So, final score here at the Thunderdome. It's Muangthong United 1, Port 3. Port very good in the second half after what could be described as a very controversial VAR decision going against them. They pulled holes apart in the home defence after that. Probably about the right result. Fantastic advert for Thai football once again. Another good crowd, I reckon about 5,000. There should be a lot more though, if only the clubs had banged their heads together. Been a fantastic football day for me, on top of my amateur game yesterday. 3 games in 2 days. Cannot complain. Back to the studio with Dale.